Hello, my name is Jean-Daniel Bloesch. I'm an independent filmmaker and I've been producing and directing documentaries for many years. My films won a number of awards and grants. In the US, my feature-length documentary Dance of Tears won a Golden Gate Award for Best Network Documentary at the San Francisco International Film Festival. 2 years ago, while driving along Route 40 near Boothboro, Maryland, my attention was drawn to the resounding roars of engines and plumes of smoke rising from the ground. So I went closer and had a look. That's how I discovered the Mason-Dixon Dragway, a small but distinctive regional drag racing track. I immediately realized there was a nugget of raw material there for a documentary about drag racing, which isn't just a sport but also a lively piece of Americana. The idea was welcomed by Elmer Wachter, the owner of the racing track, and a crowd of amazingly interesting and friendly racers. The film will provide not only the most spectacular views of drag races and some of the thrill experienced by the racers, it will also delve into the private lives of the heroes of this mechanical circus. The racers' appetite for exploits and their love of the challenge, and their disappointments and failures as well, are shared in the stories and personal anecdotes of various protagonists who punctuate the film, forming a gallery of vivid, dedicated portraits. Filming in high definition began in the spring of 2011 and lasted for almost 2 years. We are now seeking support for the completion of this documentary. Post-production includes video and audio editing, color grading, music scoring and recording, 5.1 surround sound mixing, and promotion. The finished 1-hour film will be available for distribution in the summer of 2013. You are the ones who can make it possible. And it's a win-win opportunity. As a compensation for your support, depending on the amount you pledge, you will receive valuable rewards, like your name in the special thanks in the film credits, a poster of the movie, a DVD or Blu-ray disc, a DRAGSTE'S DREAM t-shirt, a full season free entry pass for a family of 4 for spectators, and even full season free entry passes at the Mason-Dixon Dragway for racers. Thank you for pledging, and thank you for sharing with your friends. Please note that your credit card will be charged only if we reach our goal. Now, please watch a work-in-progress video that will give you an insight into this exciting project. Thank you.
Very addictive. It's worse than any drug I think you could ever take, because it truly is. It's one of them situations where probably 75% of the people, if you make one trip down the track, you will definitely make another one, without a doubt.
We race for these Q stickers, and mainly it's in the top 10 position. But I didn't get one in 2003 because I was pregnant with Lacey. And I still raced while I was pregnant. I made it all the way up till I was 9 months pregnant.
When Lisa was racing and while she was pregnant, I was proud of her. She would have been miserable taking the season off. I enjoyed watching the people that would make comments or that would be upset because they got beat by a pregnant lady. One guy complained that you're not allowed to have 2 people in a race car.
My passion for racing began when I was 7 years old, and I watched a movie called Right on Track with Erica Enders in it, and I asked my parents if I could race when I got older, but they had no idea what racing was.
I want to be a teacher because I can work on weekdays and on weekends I can go racing.
I went to a national race for the big cars, and I saw a dragster that was there that said Megan on the side of it, and I was like, look Dad, there's a girl named Megan that's getting a dragster. And he's like, no, that's your dragster.
When I was 15 years old, I went over to the drag strip to go racing.
I'll probably stop racing around like 70.
I went to my friend and I said, in order for me to race here, I have to have a driver's license. He said, well, just make up a number and put it on there. They're not going to check it. So that's what I did, and I was racing at the age of 15.
I want to be a mechanic because my dad is one, and if my car breaks, I'll fix it.
He told me to hold on, and then he punched it, and the car just took off, and it threw me back in my seat. And it's just like when you go down a roller coaster, when you get a tickle in your belly, and I just like squealed and was so excited, and I was like, this is so much fun. I need to get a car.
It's a pretty expensive sport. There's a saying that you can take a millionaire and put him in racing and make him just moderately wealthy.
The engine broke a lifter, ruined the camshaft, and I had to tear the engine down and rebuild it. That $30 part cost me about $1,000 time it was all said and done. That's drag racing.
Hey Gina, can you give me a Mountain Dew, please?
Make sure it's cold. Brings you together closer as a family and a team, because we have to work together as a team in order to even get it all together to go pursue our dream.
Our average truck is $80,000 to $100,000. Their entry fee is a pittance. I'll call it a pittance based on their truck cost. It's $30 to come in and race all day long. So a $30 investment to try to win 500, I think that's a pretty good odds, especially if there's, let's say 70 trucks you're competing against. It's good odds. It's better than any lottery that I know of.
As soon as that tree is coming down and the race is started and your hands are gripping on the steering wheel, that's like the most exciting part about it. And you go down the track and you do your job and the wind light blinks on, then that's the most thrilling part of it, because you actually won the race and you did what you set out to do to go there. I don't see myself racing electric car.
Driving a V8 powered classic car versus a hybrid electric car is just the horsepower, the feeling when you push on the throttle that you're going to actually go somewhere.
Something about racing, the noise and the smells of the racing fuel and the noise of the burnouts, and you smell the rubber burning. It's just part of racing. It's part of what we like.
If anybody's caught getting out of line or moving, you're DQ.
I don't care. I'll line up next to the big son of a bitch. From what point are they not allowed to move? I'll put that
Once you get into the lane, you stop, you're done.
say, honey, look, I just won by 6/10,000ths of a second.
Yes.
Do you know how? You can't even describe 6/10,000ths of a second? I mean, what is that?
I've won a lot of money. And I've just accomplished a lot, and that's all I can ask for. I never expected any of this, and to come out with what we have is amazing to me. The feeling of winning is really good. You just get so happy, you don't even know what to do.
You just have to try it. Everybody in this whole world just needs to try it one time, because then you will understand exactly why our whole life revolves around it.
When you lose, it's frustrating. It means that your racing day's over, and you got to wait till next week to come back and try again.
In drag racing, you have to learn how to be a good loser, because you lose a lot. And each race is a little bit different. Out of 200 cars, there's only one car that's going to be a winner. And everybody else is a loser, even the runner-up. There's only one winner.
We just lost.
Just lost.
That was for a gambler's race. It paid $500 to win today. I don't know if it's the wind or the weather, what's going on here today.
Well, Labor Day weekend's over for us. We're gonna go home now. We didn't win like we planned on doing this weekend, but had a pretty good weekend.
You know, with the economy the way it is, and just the expense, I just can't keep doing it. We did what we could for him for as long as we could, but I don't know where it's going to go from here.